All right, well, here we go again. I'm trying to find out information on this secret undercover police station. Not really a secret to them, I'm sure, but I found out just recently that Ohio State University and Martha Moore House and all that up in Columbus, they have their very own police station that they I it blows my mind. I don't quite understand it. I've talked to several people now already about it and stuff, and they're like, we was unaware. And have you ever tried to call for whatever reason? I know we live further south here and stuff, or wherever you may be in Ohio or across the country, and I know everybody's had some kind of dealings, I'm sure, with their local police departments because man, this one here in Jackson, Ohio, they are absolutely uh, hmm, typical. Absolutely typical. Um, the police chief that we have here, horrible, horrible person. He doesn't care about anybody here. All he cares about is his own uh, narcissistic ways and stuff, but I digress on that one. So going back to this up to the Ohio State University Police Department that we're paying for, again, I've talked to them and they seem to think. I actually called day before yesterday because today is the 29th. Well, no, I actually called yesterday technically because this is March 29th of 23, and I called Tuesday, uh, March the 28th. Yeah, and I spoke with Jesse Pittman, and I didn't get no really good answers from Jesse Pittman because this was like 2:30 in the morning, and he seemed awfully concerned about why I'd be up at 2:30 in the morning. But that's kind of weird, seeing how I'm an American and I don't really have to answer why I would be up at any time. But he was kind of concerned about that, and I asked him. I said, "Well, aren't you working?" So anyway, again, so we're getting ready to call back. I've already made a few calls up, and all I'm trying to do is, I was told by Jesse Pittman that he can answer my questions. That it would be better if I would talk to this Monica Mole, so the director, I guess. So I got all the information and stuff, and lined it up. I was going to call yesterday, but time got away from me. I've just been really busy. So today I tried to jump in, and now it's like 20 till 3 or something like that. And so I'm sure they run out of there. But he told me that this Monica Mole would be in from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So whenever I called today, they said, and I wasn't going to bore everybody with just calling or whatever, but it was really quite interesting because the first time I called, I talked to a dispatcher, Beck, and then the second time that I called, I spoke with Macoria, and then the third time I called, I spoke with a real typical, I mean, the kind that we have to deal with, the typical police law enforcer, the big law enforcer. It's quite interesting because up until Reagan there, they was actually peace officers, and then they went to law enforcement, which all you're doing is you're just directly giving somebody a big old shot of adrenaline right up their butt whenever you do that. Because right up their hind end, right to their head, and their heads just start getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, kind of like the national debt. So, we got to take this country back, and you know what? There is no small anything to let go anymore with all this crazy stuff that's happening in the world and stuff. Got a bunch of videos to do and not enough time to even get to them, but we're trying here. We're struggling. Let's see if we can call back before 3 o'clock and see if we can actually get a hold of somebody here. I really hope we get to speak with this Bolt guy. You're gonna love him. He's really a cute character. Let's see if we can do here. We're gonna press 1 again.
If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. To make a police report or speak to a dispatcher, press 1. Correct.
Fourth time. First.
Public Safety Dispatcher back.
Hey, Beck. It's me again. I'm still trying to get a hold of Claudia Bonnie, or I'm trying to get a hold of Monica Moe.
Okay, have you left a voicemail for Claudia?
No, I really was hoping to talk to someone. What about now, supervisor or a sergeant or somebody like that I can speak with?
Well, if you want to get a hold of the director, sir, you just leave a message with Claudia, and then she'll call you back. I mean, she's probably taking other phone calls besides yours today. So,
wow, okay. So she's really busy, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, because she's the executive assistant for all the directors in public safety.
All the directors in public safety. Okay, alrighty. Well, really, I'm just trying to get a hold of Director Monica Mole. So, I mean, is there another way I can just bypass the Claudia? I wouldn't want to bother her if she's that busy.
No, I don't have a way to do that. I'd have to get you over to Claudia.
Okay, go ahead and transfer me again there if you don't mind there, sir. I appreciate you.
I'll look up that number and have you on the way in just a moment. Okay.
They really just don't want you to talk to a supervisor there or anything, do they? They just don't want to let you talk to a supervisor. Nothing to see here.
Department of Public Safety, may I help you?
What? I finally got a hold of you. Is this Miss Claudia Bonnie?
This is Claudia, yes.
Hey, how are you today, Miss Claudia?
I'm good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing really well. Thank you very much. Claudia, I was wondering if I could ask you some questions, and I'm not for sure if you're the one that I should be speaking with, because, I mean, I was told the director was Monica Mole. So, how do I get a hold of Monica Mole, or do I talk to you, or?
Well, if you want to give me a brief information of how we can help you.
Well, actually, surprise, I just recently found out that that OSU has its own police department. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Okay. And so let me see here. So you guys are actually paid by who?
Well, we're part of the university.
Okay. So the university pays you?
That's what our paycheck is, yes.
I'm not sure quite. Yeah. So your paycheck is university? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So the university pays the police department.
Yes.
Okay. Now, who is it that you guys actually work for?
Ohio State University.
So you work for Ohio State University and not the public. Is this correct?
We're part of Ohio State University, correct.
Okay. Hold on just a minute here.
Would you like to, do you have HR questions? questions or?
Oh, well, no, I mean, I just have a bunch of questions here, and I guess I landed on you, so I'm going to ask you, you know. Now,
I'll try to answer them for you.
well, sure, yeah, okay. So you're getting paid by the university, and you work for the university, okay? And can I ask how does this happen? How does like OSU? Why do they have their own police department?
I can't answer that.
Okay, well, who?
I don't know the reason why. I can, I mean, do you want some history? Is that what you're looking for? Or
You know what?
questions, and maybe I can get you to the right person.
Miss Bonnie, it might be about history. I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, you know, I mean, I'm paying for another police department that I'm not for sure why I'm paying for a second police department that I was unaware that we even had. You know, and I'm trying to find out questions here. Is like you're saying you work for the university and not me, but yet I want to know if you're getting paid directly from the university and you're not taking my tax money or the people's tax money, because I'm wanting to find out like if I was to come up there, let's say, and I don't want to wear a mask, and they call you, let's say, and you come up because, you know, one of the employees there says, hey, we've got somebody here that's wearing a mask and we need them to leave. Would you have them to leave if they had a mask on?
I don't know that I can answer that question, sir. I'm trying to figure out. This is probably not the. I'm probably not the best person to answer your questions, so I'm trying to figure out where you're going so that I can take your name and number and have someone call you.
Trying to figure out where I'm going. I don't.
Well, I mean, I don't understand what your questions are. Like why we have the university police and you know how we're paid and stuff. So I would rather that someone that could answer your questions well.
Well, I mean, why is that? Why would that be a problem, though, Miss Bonnie? I mean,
it's not a problem. I just want to make sure that you get the correct answers.
Well, I appreciate that because, yeah, I mean, that's all I want is, you know, to know exactly what's going on, and you know, if you guys are thinking that you're paid by the university, I mean, if that's in fact the way that it is, you know, then I'm kind of wondering why it's called a police department versus being called, you know, like security, you know, and then like have a security guard outfit or something rather than a police department. You see what I'm saying here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it just don't make any sense to me. And if somebody was to be on a publicly funded property and they don't have to put on a mask, and then there's an employee that would say, you know, hey, you have to wear a mask or something like that, and then security, but in this case, it wouldn't be security, it would be the police that would be called. Then the police show up, you know, are they going to protect, you know, what the law says, or are they going to jump in and follow what the policy says? Because policy does not trump the law. The law is the law, and policy has no place over that, especially in a publicly funded facility. You see what I'm saying? So now, if you remember, you know, that's why I was asking you, am I supposed to be speaking with Monica Mole, or who do you think I should speak with here? Because we're getting awful close to 3 o'clock, and I'd hate for them to run out on me, you know?
No, I don't think you have to worry about that. Give me your name and number, and I will fish around and see who would be the best person to speak to you.
Sure. Okay, well, they call me today?
I don't know.
Okay. I actually would. Is there a time when I could schedule to like call back? Because I'm really busy. You know what I mean. I got a lot of stuff going on, Miss Bonnie, and I'd really like to talk to somebody. So, Is there any way
I
that
understand.
is there any way that like you could find this information out and then schedule a time for me to call? I mean, I'd be really that'd be great if you could do that.
I will do my best and do the best scenario I can. Okay?
Okay. All right. Well, listen. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right. You have a great day.
Take care.
I'm looking forward to hearing from. All right. Thank you. All right. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Now let me tell you, is this not typical Democrat, communism, China, BS? Absolutely. I'm going to tell you something. This gets so frustrating. It shouldn't have to be like this. And you know, today there's so many people. It's really unfortunate that, you know, we didn't get to absolutely just live our lives out like what it was, like say in the 50s and the 60s and, you know, even the 70s. The 80s was really great, although everything was corrupted and still being hidden and stuff from us. But there was definitely a better time in this country, and now we're faced with all the garbage and stuff that we're having to clean up and fix up and stuff. So, but there's no such thing as a little thing anymore. Such as, let me give you a for instance. My very first video that I put out was just a short. It was real quick. I didn't really know what I was doing, but man, I was absolutely fuming when I hear somebody call a representative a leader. Okay, they may have leading qualities and stuff like that, but I only have one leader, and that's my Lord above. That's Jesus. I don't need a leader. I need representatives. Now, I understand, you know, that people can lead, like they can lead you into the path of doom and destruction, which is exactly where I think that we all have led ourselves. The bad thing about being an adult is that you have to accept the responsibilities that you don't want. And, you know, I'm the first one that points at me. I'm very ashamed to say this, but I actually voted for Obama both times. And at that time, we was being shovel fed everything from mainstream media and the news, you know, I mean, regular TV and stuff. And I'm telling you, I am absolutely positively just blown away, because back then, you know, I thought, wow, they're going to make it a law that we have to have health insurance. Now I thought, how does that work? It's a law that you have to have health insurance. Well, what do you do if you can't afford to buy health insurance? You know, are they going to like arrest you and put you in jail because it's a law you're supposed to? Went through my brain. Wasn't a very long trip, but anyway, it made the journey. Not a long one. Didn't even have to pack an overnight bag for that one. But nevertheless, it went through my brain. It's like, if it's a law and I can't afford to buy some kind of health insurance, how does that work? How do I get in trouble? And then I thought, well, maybe they're saying it's a law so that the government has to make sure that it supplies you with health insurance. And sure enough, that's what they tried to say and everything. We all know about the horrible, the deception that we received from the Obama. You know, that was so bad. Oh, it's still bad. It's still horrible. You know, and then dealing with the Clinton and all the lies and the horrible stuff that goes on that they're still doing today. I mean, and then we the people, we finally decided, you know what, we don't want no more of that, you know, polished and, you know, suit them up and put them out there for the public, you know, and dust them off and speak into their ear and tell them what to say, the normal, everyday run-of-the-mill politician. We was done with that. Trump comes along, and you can tell he wasn't polished up and just speaking those nice, pretty words that everybody wanted to hear, and so it was a no brainer. I mean, I think anybody that's got two brain cells to rub together knew that we was just done with it because everybody's conversation was. But anyway, so I digress on that. Also, we're gonna find out some information about the secret undercover police department that we got questions here, and we're gonna find out. So if you haven't seen my videos of California invades Ohio, I encourage you to go watch that. Please like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost anybody anything to subscribe to somebody, and I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get better. I will get better. I'm already learning a whole lot, so I appreciate all of my followers that I have so far, and I appreciate everybody that's watched this, and prayers are going out to all of you. So for right now, I guess it's just a waiting game. We'll have to wait and see who calls back and when they call back and what we can find out. But anyway, stay tuned. So this here is, we'll call this one video number 2, I guess, for what did I call it? It's Ohio State University private police station. No joke. Yep. So anyway, God bless America. God bless you and yours. Love you, Lord. Love you, boss.